kids up. The kids been inside having a great day. Today's a beautiful day. But if you got into a situation where you noticed that the inflatable, for whatever reason, started to deflate, you want to have the kids exit through the front exit if possible. Worst case, then almost all units have a little escape hatch. So as the unit's deflating, you don't need to cut into the unit. Very easy to find a deflating hatch. You just open that up and spread it out and children can exit. The other thing to keep in mind is if the rain comes in, winds pick up, we don't want to end up on the 6 o'clock news. So what you do is anytime the wind is over about 15 miles an hour, what you want to do is have all the children exit the inflatable, and then what you just do is deflate it at that point. And to deflate a unit is really simple. You just walk over to the blower, turn it off, and it will drop. And as soon as the weather passes, blow it back up. The kids can get right back on the unit and enjoy their time again. You may have to get in and just kind of wipe it out with some towels if you've got a good downpour. But other than that, the units will be safe to use again, and the kids can go in and have fun.
Before you deflate everything, it's a lot easier to take all the attachments off and keep it anchored to the ground. That way when you go to fold it, you're not lifting up sandbags with it as well. So we'll take all these off. We're going to fold this side over the middle to where the edge of this meets the opposite edge of the stairs. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And then we're going to walk all this out again to get even more air out. If we do that, we're going to do the same thing to this side. Just like that. And stop it out. Once we get all the air out that we think we need to get out, we're going to come back around, and if you can see, there's a lot of excess material here. We're going to lift this up and kind of tuck it all in so that only the bottom of the bouncer is showing. That way none of this extra material gets damaged transporting to and from locations. And then once again, get all the air out you can. And now for the hardest part, the rolling. If you have 2 people, it's a lot easier. So what we'll do is I'll get Brad to stand on this in the front here. And basically you're just gonna roll it up like a sleeping bag. And the person walking backwards is just gonna flatten out the material for you as you go, making it easier for you to roll. Keeping it nice and tight. You got a couple neighbors, even better. Just gonna slowly make sure all the air is getting out, and you want to make sure that you're rolling this and not just pushing it, because when you push it, it unravels on itself and makes a big ball, and you're not going to be able to get it back into your truck and get it back to the warehouse. Just gonna keep going. Okay, once you get to this point and you're about done with the roll, you're going to want to take the socks, fold them in like that. Take this one and do the same. That way you don't have straps and everything hanging out all over the place, getting in your way. Just gonna continue rolling. Squish it down. And then to tie it up, you'll take your strap, just like this. You'll stick it through. You'll pull, and then people have different ways of doing this. What I think is the easiest for me is I pull it as high as I can. I take one finger and place it right there. Then I grab my thumb, this one, and I come back around and hold it like that and push it through. And as you can see, that right there is showing. I take it, all holding it, and then just pulling up like that. And you do that for both of them. Now it looks really easy, but this is also coming from a guy that's been doing this for 3 years. So that's why we highly recommend delivery on all of these. And this is a small bouncer, so this is the only thing that we do let people come and deliver or pick up. If it's a large water slide or higher, you're gonna have to get delivery either way. Now that looked really easy, but that was coming from a guy from Jumptastic that's worked here for 3 years. If you're coming up, and just make sure when you're coming up to do this, that you have to have a large van or a large pickup truck. It can't be a minivan, it can't be a little Honda Civic or anything like that. It won't fit. So it's got to be a pickup truck. And the big water slides and stuff like that at Jumptastic, we had to deliver those ourselves because they're just too big. And there's a lot, you'll have to have more than 2 people. And you'll really have to be a professional to get those. But these you can handle on your own if you do everything like we just said. But once again, make sure you have a pickup truck and you'll be just fine.